Bianca Ojukwu decided to open up by giving some details about her face-off with the wife of the immediate past Anambra State Governor, Chief Willie Obiano. It will be recorded that the fight between Mrs. Ojukwu and Mrs. Obiano drew controversy during the inauguration ceremony of Professor Charles Soludo on Thursday. According to a report by The Punch, Mrs. Ojukwu stated her own side of the story, as well as how ex-governor Obiano reacted when his wife confronted her during the event. I think up to now we have not even heard anything from Obiano's wife. Her own account. I don't know why they are not interested in interviewing her, or it could be because of whether she was arrested alongside with her husband, or was. Mrs. Ojukwu stated that Obiano was simply speechless at the action his wife took during that event. Going further, Mrs. Ojukwu stated that having been taken aback by his wife's unexpected action, Obiano decided to watch as the event unfolded. He watched the scene all through as his wife confronted Mrs. Ojukwu and the slap scene that followed. Shortly after the fracas ended, Obiano left the venue with his wife. The fight dominates public discourse. Whenever the issue of Soludo's inauguration comes up, it became the talk of the members of the public. Many people condemned the action of Mrs. Obiano, who was the one that left her seat, went to where Mrs. Ojukwu was sitting and started the face-off. The truth is that he has the power to do a lot of things if he wanted to do. He has his guards and other security operatives who would do whatever he ordered them to do to the person having issues with his wife. Imagine what he did, not just hear, but saw that his wife was slapped. That would have been enough reason for Obiano to take drastic actions against Bianca. But he saw the whole thing for himself. He saw that it was his wife that left her seat, walked up to Mrs. Ojukwu and picked up issue with her. Will he support such conduct? It happened in the public glare. Obiano decided to maintain his cool all along. After all, people will want to know how he would react, and he did not disappoint. He was a good example of perfect gentleman and leader. Moreover, the person his wife confronted is not a riffraff. She's a leader too, and the wife of ABGA founder and Igbo leader, Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. What would Obiano have done? What would Obiano have done to her for reacting in his wife's confrontation in the public? Obiano simply handled the situation maturely and extricated himself from the controversy. Little wonder why people are speaking well of him and not dragging him into the controversy. The man was speechless, and I'm sure the woman must have been saying, I will deal with this Ojukwu, this Bianca, I will deal with her, I will do this, I will do that. I don't know whether the man was expecting what she did that day, or was not expecting what she did that day, or she didn't know, or he didn't know that the woman could go as far as, making it public, a public thing. If she had done it in a corner, in a secluded place, maybe it wouldn't have escalated to this. Maybe we just be hearing that, something like this happened and all of that. But everybody saw the whole thing. But some people are trying to twist the situation that, irrespective of anything or the abuse or provocation, that Bianca was not, ought not to have responded. He would have behaved maturely. Like, seriously? Because the woman was saying that, Bianca was saying that she wanted to remove my gele, my hair tie, so I should be looking at. So even if she wanted to, she put her two fingers in my eyes, I should behave maturely. The same people would still come out and say, why you call the mugu like that? A woman, your fellow woman, they treat you like that. You can't look and say, wait till they fear her. Well, there's always a charity begins at home. Obiano did not tame his wife well at home. If Obiano had handled his wife at home very well, she wouldn't have tried that nonsense in public. Obiano failed in his primary responsibility. My brother, just thank God that you have a good wife. Many men are not that lucky, and any attempt to tame a woman, like you said, might be very dangerous. It's not Obiano. The mistake was apparent. Anyone blaming Obiano for his wife's misconduct is misguided and knows nothing about women. Some women are uncontrollable and mannerless and shameless. Obiano did what any right-thinking man would have done. It would have been petty for him to dabble into old housewives' tales. Let the belligerent women sort themselves out. We are very correct. Very, very, very correct. Could we please leave these women alone for with their face off and discuss what Soludo has to offer to Anambra people? Enough of these distractions. I don't know. That is just what they. I don't know what the woman was thinking. She didn't even think about her own reputation, her husband's reputation. Even the people who are coming in, just I think people are not even concentrating. It would have been the inauguration or the speech of Obiano would have Soludo, I mean, would have been talk of the town. That is what everybody would have been discussing. But this woman just scatter everything. I don't understand. Soludo's speech would have been what people would have been debating, talking here and there. But now nobody's even hearing what the man said. Obiano could have completed the gentleman's job by apologizing to Bianca, I mean Mrs. Ojukwu, because she is carrying the dignity of Indigbo. Just my take. I may be wrong. Well, I disagree with you. Bianca should have at least respected the person of the outgoing governor. Would she have reacted the way she did? The degree of provocation notwithstanding, if Obiano was still the sitting governor. You are right. Not just opening mouth and eye. The issue should have just finished here. And then, well, the post is filled with lies. Bianca's husband Ojukwu joined ABGA in 2013, many months after the party has been founded by Chief Chekwas Okere and other Igbo intelligentsias. That he contested the presidency of the same 2013 presidential election cannot equate him the title of founder of ABGA. We should learn to stop distorting facts. As for the altercation between Mrs. Obiano and Bianca, the truth is that Bianca has since set out herself to play the spoiler's role in ABGA since she lost the party's ticket in the primaries for the 2019 Anambra South Senatorial District election. Since then, she had distanced herself from the activities of the party, while severally coming out from her cocoon to cast aspersions and pour unwarranted insults to the Obianos and other leaders of the party, thus constantly bringing the party to public ridicule and odium. I am surprised she went back to her vomit of not having anything to do again in any function that has the Obianos and some other leaders of the party in attendance. Oh, so she shouldn't have even come in the first place. So who owns the party? Is it Obiano or anybody? The party belongs to anybody who is free to join the party. So I don't understand why, because she now went there. So that was what gave Obiano's wife the opportunity to did what she did.